What will you do when your safety and the safety of the entire world is placed in the hands of some of the deadliest criminals on the planet? Would you trust these delinquents with the security of your life and your property? Hello, and welcome to our channel. Today we'll recap and review a superhero movie with an unusual twist called The Suicide Squad. Let's check it out. The movie opens at a maximum security prison of some sort. A bald-headed prisoner, Floyd, is seen punching a bag. The team leader of the guards, Captain Griggs, brings Floyd a sorry excuse for a meal and tries to provoke the prisoner. Floyd, who has been a constant object of Griggs' taunts, responds by saying that he would get back at Griggs someday. Griggs, who is really a mean person, takes Floyd's threats a little too seriously. He orders his men to strap him to a chair and has him beaten up. The next prisoner shown is Harley Quinn, who dangles on her prison bars in some form of acrobatics or whatever she thinks he's up to. As Griggs comes to her cell, or cage if you will, Harley, in her usual crazed style of acting, gets quite close to the metal bars, and Griggs turns on the electricity around it, sending electric shocks straight through her body. Harley has flashbacks of her state when she was brought in and the torture that she was subjected to. In the next scene, a woman, Amanda Waller, is seen discussing her ideas of starting up a crime-combating unit known as Task Force X with some military personnel in the person of Admiral Olsen and Dexter. Her recruitment methods are a bit weird though, as she wants the team to be made up of some of the most dangerous criminals. It turns out it's been quite some time since the demise of Superman. You might want to hold just a moment of silence in his honor. As a result, crime has pretty much exploded, and Amanda kind of believes that it takes a thief to catch a thief. Right? She reels out her preferred candidates for the job, and believe it or not, Floyd is the first person on the list. He's also known as Deadshot, a terrific gunman and assassin as revealed in a brief flashback. It's also revealed that Floyd is a family man with a daughter that he adores. One day, as he walks with her through an alley, Batman appears and fights with him. He gains the upper hand in the fight and is about to shoot at the Dark Knight when Zoe stands between him and Batman. Of course, it's easy to simply raise his gun a little higher and pull the trigger, but Floyd really loves his daughter, and so he surrenders to Batman. What wouldn't a man do for his own child? The next person up for recruitment on Amanda's list is Harley. It's revealed that Harley used to be a therapist. Wow! I did not see that coming. What kind of recommendations was she giving to her patients? I mean, she was a therapist until she met the Joker and fell in love with him. C'est la vie. The result of this ill-fated love was some loosened nuts upstairs, and so she became a crazier and much more dreadful version of the Joker. I guess the saying is true. What a man can do, a woman can do better. Other candidates include Captain Boomerang, a double-crossing criminal that was caught by the Flash, Diablo with strange superhuman abilities who willingly turned himself in, Killer Croc, a man with an unusual skin disorder, and Dr. Jude Moon, a possessed archaeologist who is under the control of Amanda. What a team to put together. Amanda, together with Flag, who is in a relationship with June, and her other stakeholders in the Task Force X program, visit the Pentagon to further discuss the program and are met by an unenthusiastic committee chairman. This is until Amanda summons the Enchantress from June. This spiritual experiment convinces the Pentagon to agree to the formation of the team. However, the program must remain a secret, and if the criminals, vigilantes get caught, no one would take responsibility for them. Amanda goes to the prison holding Floyd. Here, she presents her proposal to him, but he makes his own demands, which include custody of his daughter, among other difficult demands. Later that night, Flag is with June when she is overtaken by the Enchantress. She visits Amanda in her room as she sleeps and takes an idol that houses the spirit of her brother, another vile spirit. She releases her brother into the innocent body of a train commuter. The man goes berserk and takes the lives of some people by the train tracks before the spirit leaves his body. The disturbance caused by the Enchantress and her brother forces Amanda to activate Task Force X. They're fitted with micro-explosive devices which would go off if they try to escape or if they fail in their mission. Their first mission is to retrieve a mark. Here, they are joined by another recruit, Slipknot. The team members are given their weapons and new outfits for their jobs. Flag briefs them on the exact nature of their mission, and at this point, Floyd thinks it is a great idea to call themselves the Suicide Squad. On their plane, as they prepare to airlift, they are finally joined by another assassin, Katana, who wields a sword that contains the souls of everyone she ever sent to the great beyond. She's also Flag's bodyguard. The Joker, who is still very much alive, is told by one of his henchmen about Harley and her current situation, working as a vigilante. Joker doesn't take this very well. He sends out a social media message to Harley informing her that he would be coming to set her free. He then goes after Griggs and extracts all the information about this strange mission that his beloved Harley Quinn is embarking upon. With this intel, he storms the research facility where the micro-explosive was manufactured and then blackmails the head doctor over there to help him as he had kidnapped his wife. As the Suicide Squad flies to their first mission, they get shot down by the Enchantress, who is now a lot more powerful thanks to her evil brother. As the squad makes it out alive from the crashed helicopter, Slipknot decides to escape. Unfortunately, the explosive in his neck is detonated and he loses his life. This also sends a warning to the rest of the squad not to attempt to take the wrong step, as it could prove to be fatal. At the crash site, the squad is attacked by a large number of men that have been turned into monstrous creatures by Enchantress. The entire squad is forced to battle these mindless creatures, with Floyd taking out a lot of them with his shooting skills, Katana using her soul-possessed sword, and the rest using all their skills. However, Diablo doesn't participate in the fight going on. One of the creatures attacks Flag and almost takes his life. Harley sees this, but doesn't help him until Floyd asks that she does. Otherwise, all of them would lose their lives. She intervenes and takes out the creature. As they make their way to finish off the mission, more and more zombie men attack them. Floyd realizes that the battle may become too much to handle, so he forces Diablo to use his power. Diablo agrees and burns up the building where the zombies are, surprising the men that are with him. After accomplishing the mission, they are met by Amanda, who then shoots the extra men that are with the Suicide Squad, as they obviously know a little too much. Talk about collateral damage. They prepare to go to the rooftop to be airlifted, but dear old Joker has hijacked the chopper and he takes Harley with him. After one of the men deactivates the explosive in her neck, Amanda orders Floyd to shoot down Harley, promising him access to his daughter, but Floyd deliberately shoots to miss. When this happens, Amanda orders her men to shoot down the helicopter. However, Harley jumps off the chopper just in time and onto a rooftop, even as the chopper is crashing. She later rejoins the squad as they find the repentant villain on her own. Amanda is captured by Enchantress's zombified creatures. She accesses her mind to learn what she is up to, and of course, to stay a step ahead of her. She's also able to retrieve her heart, which had always been in Amanda's possession. This multiplies her evil powers. On their part, Floyd comes across a sensitive document belonging to Amanda. In it, the exact details of their mission, which is to confront and stop Enchantress and her evil brother, Incubus. Floyd is mad at Flag for hiding this information from them. Flag confesses to him that he and June had gone underground to set something up, but she had been taken over by Enchantress, making them abandon this mission as she simply left him. Floyd is about done with this charade, and he goes to the bar with the rest of the squad for a drink. Floyd is upset as he realizes that they are nothing special, just puppets, with Amanda pulling the strings wherever and whenever she pleases. Diablo also opens up about his reluctance to use his powers. He tells them that he used to be a family man, even as a gangster. One day, his wife found out about his dark ways of living and she confronted him. In a fit of rage, he burnt down his house. Unfortunately, his wife and kids were consumed in the inferno. As they pour out their hearts to each other, Flag comes to the bar and releases them to go free if they choose. He demonstrates his sincerity by breaking the detonator to the bombs in them. He also gives Floyd letters from his daughter Zoe. Floyd is motivated to continue the mission and encourages the rest of them to do so as well. To complete their mission, they would need to plant an explosive underneath the train station. This is so that they can eliminate Incubus and gain some access to Enchantress. As Kronk begins setting up the explosives, the others lie in wait. However, Enchantress sniffs them out as she plays mind games with the squad, offering them some of their greatest desires. Floyd, his victory over Batman. Harley, a beautiful home with the Joker and their kids. As if that's ever gonna happen. Diablo and his family again. But the strange man is not easily fooled as he realizes that this is nothing but a mirage. He charges at the demonic brother of Enchantress as he inflames with his abilities. He manages to hold him down as the explosives finally go off, taking his and Incubus's lives. Enchantress goes mad with rage as she fights the entire squad. After a bit of fighting, she offers them their desires again if they would join her. Harley decides to go with it. However, she uses the opportunity to get close to Enchantress only to cut out her heart. A bag of explosives is thrown into the gaping hole in her chest as Deadshot prepares to shoot. Zoe suddenly appears again, pleading with him not to pull the trigger. Well, not this time, Zoe. Batman was bad, but at least he was no witch. He pulls the trigger, which greatly weakens the witch. With the heart in Flag's hand, he asks Enchantress to let June go, but she's adamant. He crushes the heart, and the ancient witch is destroyed, finally releasing June. With a successful mission done and dusted, Amanda appears with her own detonator. She tells them that they only have 10 years off their sentences. They would, however, be entitled to certain privileges. As the movie ends, Harley's cell is attacked by invaders who shoot the guards and enter the cell. It turns out that it's none other than the Joker. This is an unusual movie to say the least. Who would believe that anything good could come out of such evil villains? Whether they did this for selfish reasons or not, it turns out that not everyone is too far gone to be redeemed, as there's some good left in people if they're given the correct chance. The movie is fast-paced and action-packed with a touch of mystery and even a bit of horror. If you're not easily frightened, then you might want to consider watching this movie. Please subscribe to our channel to be notified when we upload. Also, don't forget to suggest movies that you want us to recap in the future in the comments down below.